There are so many different Mario games on Switch. We got 2D games, 3D games, racing games, sports games, and so much more. They're all on Switch. Not all of them are great, but none of them are perfect. In my opinion, there's no such thing as a perfect game, and I'm attempting to prove that in this video by adding one awesome feature to every single game. Some of these features are relatively small, some of them are pretty big additions. I didn't repeat once throughout the different games, so let's just jump into it. Use the timestamps to skip from game to game if you want, but first up we have the top-selling game on Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, I actually ranked this as the best Mario game on Switch, and many of you got mad at me for doing so, but in my opinion, this game is as close to perfect as it gets. For what it sets out to do, it does it so well, except there are some things I'd like to add, and here's the main feature. This is a small one. In fact, I'm shocked it's not already there. It would take no additional development time and it lead to so much fun. I want playlists, favorites, custom cups, some way to make a playlist of the courses you want to play and then do that. There are 96 courses in this game with the Booster Course Pass, and not all of them are great. In fact, some of them are just flat out boring compared to the wild originality of others. Every other type of game, like even shooter games like Call of Duty, let you choose a custom map rotation. A racing game feels like it almost has to have one, right? Well, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe doesn't. What if I wanted to make a playlist that was all the rainbow roads? Or just make a playlist that didn't have any of the city tracks from Mario Kart Tour, because maybe you just don't like those. Maybe I want to make a custom playlist that only has courses that take place at night. I don't know, but I should be able to do that. It would lead to so much more fun. I feel like I'm playing with my friends all the time, and we always play random because we don't want to have to choose a new course every time. But there are just a handful of courses that everyone kind of groans when they come up. It's like, oh, okay, I guess we're playing this one again. Being able to play banger courses back to back to back would be perfect. Mario Rabbids is next because we're going in chronological order, and unfortunately, I just don't like this game. In fact, I think it's straight up pretty bad. But everyone on the internet apparently loves it because we get so much hate every time I talk bad about this game. So I'm just gonna make a small little tweak. I think there should be better checkpoints. A lot of the battles have like multiple phases, and if you die on a later phase, you start over. Now, I don't dislike this at all. For most games, I feel like it's fine. Like 2D Marios or 3D Marios, it's fine that you have to backtrack through earlier parts of the levels. That's just the punishment. But Mario Rabbids is basically a puzzle game. You just have to find what moves work, and then they work. So if you already did it once, you have to remember those moves, or else you're just back to trying different things. It's kind of dumb. Super Mario Odyssey, what more is there to be said? I have to say it. This is probably what's in the thumbnail, honestly. Multiplayer. This is one of the best 3D Marios of all time, but I can't say I don't like 3D World more just because I enjoy multiplayer so much. If Mario Odyssey had actual multiplayer, I think that might be the best game Nintendo's ever made. Mario Tennis Aces, I want to see more party courts. I want to see courts that have different power-ups on it, where if you hit a certain section of the court, the ball shoots out a weird way, or like the creativity of the older Mario tennis courts are just not here. You have like clay, grass, I don't know, ceramic, is that even a thing? It doesn't feel like there are any crazy cool courts. Super Mario Party, fix the economy. Every single time you play this game, everyone ends up with way too many coins. Stars are super cheap. You can get coins from dice rolls now if you play the right character. Items are cheap, so you end up stocking up on golden pipes because you get 7,000 coins for winning or losing a minigame. It feels like you're always way too rich, and the economy in this game is completely busted. For New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, I want to see some online leaderboards, especially for New Super Luigi U. That game has an entire gimmick where every single level has a super tight timer. Being able to see who completed the level the fastest or who got the most points, I think that would have been really cool. Moving on from New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe to Super Mario Maker 2, I still can't believe these games came out like less than half a year from each other. Kind of crazy, but Mario Maker 2 is an insane game. However, Nintendo completely baited us. I still haven't gotten over this. This says extra game styles. That's plural. Why is there only one? We kept waiting. At first, we thought it was going to be an unlockable style. Game comes out, no new style. Okay, but what about maybe like DLC or something? We got a bunch of DLC, but no extra style. It just makes no sense. Why does it say extra game styles? Why even give this its whole other section? None of this makes sense, Nintendo. All right, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. You know, the game from 2019. About the 2020 games that didn't happen. Yep, okay. I make that joke every time we talk about this game, but it's just so weird. I'm gonna be honest, I never picked this one up, but I had all the old ones except for the Rio games, and the Dream events were the coolest part, by far. They kind of got replaced in this one by the little retro 2D events, which are a cute gimmick, but I would pretty much only play the Dream events on the older games, and then the Dream events were not here in really any meaningful capacity, so it's just like, alright, I mean, let me know down in the comments below, were Dream events not like the coolest part of this game series? I'm shocked they didn't include them. I feel like that's why everyone played these games. Paper Mario: The Origami King. This is a game with with beautiful music, incredible graphical presentation, super witty writing, a somewhat charming and heartfelt story, and just abysmal battles. I cannot play this game for that long. The battles are just not fun. I hate doing the little rotating thing. I really tried to give it my best shot. I'm not even a Paper Mario like connoisseur. Like, I don't really care about the older games that, you know, everyone wants the old battle system. I'm fine with whatever they come up with as long as it's not this. This is just genuinely not fun. I know like the entire game's gimmick is arguably the battle system because it's like origami. You move stuff around and fold it and have to line it up for the attack. All right, sure. They could have called it assist mode and made it just like the normal Paper Mario. Like, hey, yep, you do this attack and you get this many points. I don't know. I know this is like not a small feature. It's an entire rework of the battle system. This is by far the most ambitious one. That's like my problem with that game. I want to like it so bad because I like everything else about it, but the battles are just so annoying. Super Mario 35. Here's one feature. Let me play it. All right, for Super Mario 3D All-Stars, this is cheating. I'm giving it 3 things though, 1 for each game. For Super Mario 64, why is this not in widescreen? I feel like this makes so much sense to be able to be played in widescreen. Why are there still some black bars here? Like, there are widescreen hacks for other emulated versions of Super Mario 64. This is an emulated version of, I just don't understand why not. At least give us the option. If you want to like preserve it being in 4:3 for, you know, people who really care, fine. But for Sunshine, I want to see a blue coin tracker. The fact that you can go into like the same level, but different like instances of that level, and then sometimes there are blue coins, but in different instances where you're getting a different shine, there's not blue coin. Like, that is so annoying. Give me a blue coin tracker so I see exactly where I need to go, and then let me find the coin. And then for Galaxy, there's really nothing to say here, so I'm just gonna say it. Why was Galaxy 2, you know, an entire other game, not unlockable? Nah, I'm kidding. I know that's way too much to ask. It's cheating, but whatever. It's weird to have Galaxy and not Galaxy 2, especially because they're like, it uses the same engine and everything. Like, I feel like if you could port Galaxy 1, it's gotta be maybe a week's worth of, you know, effort to port Galaxy 2. Am I bugging there? All right, for Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, the only thing is longer range. I've used this a decent amount. It's kind of fun, but it is inherently a gimmick. It's not inherently gonna be something you use all the time. But every time I did use it, I tried to make like big courses because I don't know, it just seemed fun. And then sometimes if I wasn't sitting like in the middle of the course, I would completely lose my signal to the RC car. And so like I'd round a corner and then try and come back, but it just would not pick up any sort of input from the Switch. For Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, I have 2 things. The main one is Daisy should have been unlockable and she should have been tied to Bowser's Fury. If you beat Bowser's Fury, you get to play as Daisy in the main game. That would have been cool, and it just makes sense. I mean, look at these cats and tell me, okay, these are the characters from 3D World. Why is this Daisy colored cat here? So yeah, Daisy would be cool. She could have a double jump, but honestly, my main thing here, I would have loved to get some bonus 3D land levels. I did a whole 3D like Blender mock-up of this back before 3D World plus Bowser's Fury was even announced. I thought it was guaranteed that we would be getting 3D land as like a little bonus in the 3D World engine. I don't know why I thought that was so guaranteed. It obviously did not happen, but it would be so cool because then we'd at least have some representation of every 3D Mario on Switch. All right, Mario Golf Super Rush. One of the coolest things in this game is the Metro Kingdom level. I'm pretty sure this wasn't even in the game at launch. It was added as DLC, but being able to golf around in the Metro Kingdom, Mario Odyssey's most iconic area, so lit. What if the sand desert level from this game was just the Sand Kingdom? Or you could play in 3D World's World Bowser, Sunshine's Isle Delfino. I feel like I would be way more likely to still be playing this game if it was really a celebration of Mario and not just like, oh, it's a golfing game with certain Mario elements, but it's kind of just a party golfing game. All right, moving on to Mario Party Superstars. This could have gone for Super Mario Party 2, but more boards, come on. 5 boards in this game. It's getting kind of ridiculous. I feel like in the blink of an eye, we went from every Mario Party game having 6 or more new boards to now Super, we got 4 new boards. And then Superstars, we got 5 reused boards. Like, come on, if you're not gonna make a single new board for this game, more than 5 remastered ones would have done it so many favors. Mario Strikers Battle League, I want anything to do besides online. Story mode, mission mode, arcade mode, technically that exists, but like, just give me more of a reason to come back and play single player. I can't always play this with a dedicated squad of 3 other guys, so giving us something to do in single player would have been great, especially because now I'm pretty sure the online is dead. Next, we have another Mario Rabbids. Wow, they made 2 of these? Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, in my opinion, is just the exact same thing as Kingdom Battle. Like, I know it's somewhat different. It would have been so cool if Rayman, who was included exclusively in the game's final DLC, was actually in the game. Then I would have actually bought it and cared about it. I'm a huge Rayman fan, and I hate the Rabbids, and I also don't think the Mario Rabbids games are that fun. So yeah, that's the one feature I want. Sue me. Super Mario Wonders feature is a speedrun mode with leaderboards. I know I kind of talked about having online leaderboards already in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, but Wonder would fit so perfectly with it, especially for the smaller challenge-like levels they already have in the game. Not every level needs an online leaderboard, but some levels in Wonder are practically begging for it. I'd also just love to see more badge levels. I feel like the small 15 to 20 second levels where you either have to solve a puzzle or it's just one gimmick over and over again. Those might honestly have been my favorite new thing they added into Wonder. Especially with the badges, it just mixed up the flow of the gameplay so much. Would have loved it. Next, we have Super Mario RPG. There's a feature in this game which is so sick. You can switch the music from the new, orchestral composed music to the SNES original classic tunes. So sick, but why then can't you just do that for the visuals as well? It would have been so much effort, but imagine that they obviously, they remake the game in the style that they did, but then they go through and remake all the remix textures with old school style pixel art. And then it's like, if you want the true SNES experience, obviously it's not gonna, if you want the true one, play the actual SNES game. But if you're in a nostalgic mood and playing the remake, you can switch on pixel art style and the old original soundtrack. That would have just been cute, but obviously way too much effort. I'm surprised they even did the music thing. And last but not least, Mario plus Donkey Kong. I'm a little shocked this game doesn't have a level editor. I feel like most of the Mario Donkey Kong games have had a level editor. Obviously with the Switch's touchscreen, it just makes so much sense. It would have given this game some slight online functionality too. So yeah, a level editor for this would have been awesome. They got some new cool styles. The game just looks really good. Imagine making your own levels, sharing them. I don't know, that's something I'd love, but let me know what you'd love down in the comments below. What's that one feature you need more than anything else for your favorite Mario game on Switch? Let me know down there because I might not have said it in this video and I'm curious. Did I miss something? Hit the like button if you enjoyed. We got so much more content coming for you guys. I've been super busy, but I'm locking back into YouTube, so make sure you're ready for content coming your way. I'm Thomas from the Switch Stop signing off. Peace.